with wintry showers following on behind. By the time we get to Tuesday, all that's moved out the way and we've got this cold blast. But again, it doesn't look as if it will last, that blast of cold air, just for a day or two at the most for many of us. Back to you two.
Helen, thank you. I'm going to write the word exceptionally on my weather notes. Exceptionally mild.
See you later.
Thank you. It's just approaching 5 to 9. London's New Year's Day parade has been scaled back today for a second year due to COVID-19.
The event usually attracts crowds of up to 500,000 people. Well, our reporter Matt Graveling is there for us this morning. Matt, looking even livelier now than it did in the past hour. What changes have been made?
Well, good morning, Lakshmi. Good morning, Roger. Yes, as you say, the event has been scaled back. This is its 36th year. Normally around 500,000, as many as 600,000 people line a 2-mile stretch through central London for this parade. This year, because of the coronavirus pandemic, it's just 600 people ticketed in this arena. However, although numbers may be down, as you can see, the mood is not. There's so many different countries represented here, and that's what it's all about. Here we've got Ecuador, looking absolutely lovely, teaching me some dance moves this morning. I'm not even sure these people have actually been to bed, if I'm completely honest with you. And then behind me now, we've got a little bit of Colombia, some phenomenal outfits on display as well. And then as we go a little bit around the arena, we then come to Peru. Normally, it's fair to say there'd be a big contingent from the United States of America, but unfortunately, because of travel restrictions, that's another thing that's had to change this year. But what they have done for the 600 people who are going to be in here later is to pre-record some routines of marching bands, singers, dancers to have up on the big screen for anybody who was lucky enough to get a ticket. Right, this event is in its 36th year, as we say, and the man who founded it all joins me now. This is Bob Bone. Bob.
Hi, Matt.
First and foremost, how important was it, even with the pandemic, to continue this event?
Oh, tremendously important, both last year and this. I mean, last year even we managed to get a TV show out, which showed the best of the parade. It was done in a studio, but it was great. This year, even better. We've got back to a live audience. OK, we're 1,000th of the size of the audience we might normally be or want to be, but it's really, really good to be back with a live show that's going out on TV all over the world.
Many events in Scotland were cancelled. You know, there were a lot of events here that were scaled back.
Yeah.
What were the challenges that you faced bringing this during COVID?
Well, to be perfectly honest, we never knew what was going to happen or when it was going to happen. So, of course, it was virtually impossible. But we decided very early on that we weren't going to be able to do the big event as we normally did. So that was the first decision that had to be made. And then for the rest of the year, we've been planning on doing this and just keeping it sort of just off the boil, if you like. Worried all the time whether we were going to be allowed to or not. But anyway, grateful that the news came through finally on Monday that we could. And so we're really, really thrilled to be able to put on a terrific show for London, for our small live audience, but for a very, very big audience on TV around the world.
As you say, 600 people here because of restrictions. Lots of people can watch it online. Where do they go and why should they watch?
Well, they should watch because it's going to be a terrific show. We're taking the advantage this year of having a stage as well as an arena, which we can't normally do, of course, with a parade. So on stage, we've got some really, really good acts. We've got voice winner Molly Hocking. We've got West End stage star Marisha Wallace. And we've got indie chart topper Michael Armstrong. So that's just a little taste of it. But all the usual stuff's coming on. Where you can see it, go to our own website, LNYDP.com, or go to the website of Live Now. That's being streamed everywhere. Or else you can watch it if you're in the London area on London Live.
Thank you very much for that, Bob. Right, you'll be back with us later and I'll be speaking to some of the performers, but for now, I might have a little dance myself. Look at this atmosphere.
Yeah, Matt, I'd like to see you put into practice some of the dance moves you've learnt.
Yes.
OK, more rehearsal needed. Thank you, Matt.
So the Strictly audition. Don't call us. Stay with us, headlines are on the way.